What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life Cycle of a Trade, the series where we break down the thought process behind trade entry, trade management, and closing order. In this video, we are going to cover a short call spread. One of the things that has really been moving this week is oil. Oil futures have gone all the way up to basically 70 here. We're just about 50 cents below 70. IV rank of 30. Oil volatility, you can chart this and view this by typing in OVX colon CGI. This is a CBOE VIX style IV calculation for oil implied volatility. You can see we were very, very low. We've since kind of moved higher here into the 40 range. When we were in the height of the kind of Middle East war, 12-day war kind of situation that we were in, we got into a 70 handle. So we're certainly not at highs in oil volatility, but you can see from recent memory, we've kind of churned between, the low and mid 30s. And we're now popping up to 40 with a price extreme near 70. When we look at the chart of oil, you can see, 70's kind of been the higher end of where we've traded over the last, year or so. So I'm going to be looking at a short call spread here. I'm going to go into the oil futures. You can see the oil futures trade on a curve. So when you're looking at oil futures, each of these expirations expire to a different price. So you can see the spot oil right now, the September 25, which is September of this year, contract is trading at 69.67. You can see this next expiration is trading at 68.65 and so on and so forth. You can see there's a little bit of a backwardation in oil. Oil is more expensive right now than it is into the future here. So that dynamic can change. It's a supply and demand situation. It's a geopolitical situation. So there's all sorts of things that can change that. But just keep in mind that when you're trading futures, you are trading specific contracts to the expiration of that contract. So that futures contract can have different prices. And so we're actually going to be trading a different price because we're going to go to this September, the monthly expiration. It's a standard expiration. You can see the rest of these are weeklies. We're going to go into that monthly expiration. So when I'm looking at getting any sort of spread on, you generally go to a 20 to 30 delta for the short option. So somewhere around the 75, 76, 77 strike. Those are all spots that I would be looking to put on a trade. If we go back to kind of the high of the peak wartime was about 76. Let's kind of play into that, and we'll go a little bit inside that because I don't think we're going to have another war situation here. And we'll go to the 75 strike. It's about a 27 delta. Now here, in terms of the width and the amount of risk you're going to put on, that's a bit subjective, obviously, to your account size. But with span margin, you do get a little bit of extra margin relief on this position. You can see now the spreads, $1 is actually $1,000. So it's $1,000 per full point in the oil futures. So a 18 cent credit is going to be $180 in value. A $1 wide spread is going to be $1,000 in max value of that spread. So max loss of $830, which is just the $1,000 minus the credit here. You can see that the buying power requirement is only $464, and that's because span margin gives you a little bit of extra relief on how much capital is used to hold risk. It's dynamic. It changes based on how close you are to expiration, volatility changes, how close your strike is at the money. It's a much more dynamic risk parameter than you're used to with equity options, where it's just the max risk of that position. It's binary. So this is more dynamic, which allows a little bit more flexibility. It means that, yes, I can put on more risk, and that is more risky in general, but I won't be using as much capital at the start. Now, of course, you want to keep your position small, so you keep this in mind. But for me, outlaying $600 in buying power right now with $1,200 in risk is fairly comfortable, given that oil would have to go up another $6, $7, $8 for me to really see any sort of issue with this trade. So we're going to widen the spread out a bit. We're going to do it 1.5 points wide, the 75, 76.5, and we're going to do this at a $2.50 or a 25-cent credit, which is $250 in potential value. We're going to look to get about $100 out of this trade if we can. That'll be our spot. So we're going to go ahead and route this here for a 25-cent credit. See if we get filled. So no fill on that one. Oh, and as we were about to edit our order, we just got filled on that trade. So we are in at a 25-cent credit, which is a $250 potential value on our oil short call spread. So stick around because we might have to manage this one going forward. Oil futures /CL 65.74. So they've gone swiftly from about a 70 handle all the way down to 65 and change here. If you remember, we were looking at OVX.CGI, or I'm sorry, OVX:CGI, which is the oil volatility index. If you put in the search box in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see this. You'll pull it up. It's chartable, not tradable. It's a VIX style implied volatility for oil futures. We were sitting in the 40 handle. We are still there, but oil has come down significantly, which is kind of contrary to how oil typically moves, or oil volatility typically moves. Because it's a commodity, it has a perceived price floor. So oil, for the most part, people assume has a price floor. It can't really go to zero. It did for that one quick moment, which was a little bit of a different dynamic, a market dynamic, rather than an actual, price dynamic. But for all intents and purposes, things like oil, gold, silver, they have this perceived price floor. So they typically exhibit higher volatility as the product moves up because it's a scarcity issue and a price issue. So to see oil volatility remain bid is kind of a contrary indicator. At least it is kind of different than you would expect with oil. Either way, our oil position, it's been just a couple days. The position has lost basically half of its value. We have an out-of-the-money call spread that is trading for about 10 or 12 cents, 12 cents right now, which is $120. When we sold it at 25 cents, that's $250. This out-of-the-money call spread has lost a significant amount of its value. We're going to go ahead and just close this position out. No need to try and squeeze anything more out of this. It was a very quick position. You'll see we'll release about $400 in change in buying power, which was a lot less than the amount of total risk on the position. That's because you get that extra leverage with span margining. So we're going to go ahead and try and get filled here at 13 cents. Easy enough, 13 cents. So we close out of that out-of-the-money call spread, sold that into the up move that we saw last week when oil futures were trading around 70. Closed it today for a nice $120 profit. So quick little move there, a good contrarian move in the market here for oil. So it's a good little trade for the Johnny traders.